Do you need a notary or not on your settlement agreement? I would say you need it in most cases, but I'm going to tell you specifically when you do and don't. And then there's a loophole with that. So if it's a default without an agreement, the respondent really is the only person that needs to notarize their judgment because they haven't filed a response, they haven't made an appearance. So it's the only way that the courts can verify who the parties are is by having their signature notarized on the judgment. If it's an uncontested divorce case where there has been an appearance, a response, or an appearance form filed with the court, then generally you do not need a notary, except there's some exceptions to that. And I want to go over that. So in an uncontested divorce where a response has been filed, generally you don't need a notary. But I've seen the courts ask for a notary if you're doing something out of the ordinary. Sometimes it's been as little as one of the spouses keeping 100% of their pension. And, it not being divided. They've asked for that to be notarized so they can get proof that that was signed by the parties. But mostly it's on long-term spouse support waivers. So if you've been married over 10 years and you're terminating spouse support, because the general rule is that spouse support would be maintained, jurisdiction would be maintained indefinitely. It doesn't mean there has to be support, just the court has the ability to award it if one party asks for it. So I've seen the courts ask for a notary, even though a response has been filed on that. In most cases, what I'm doing is just having my clients both notarized just to alleviate any issue of potential. You get some weird clerk or some judge that decides that, hey, I want a notary on this, and they reject it. I prefer not to happen. It's simple to get a notary. So I usually am having, in most cases, unless it's clear cut, like a response was filed, short-term marriage, a little bit of property, they can terminate support because it's not a long-term marriage. No problem. Those are fine. In fact, if it's LA County, they don't have to have original signatures. The whole package can be electronically signed. But if I see that usually would meet the criteria for not needing a notary, if there's something in there where it needs it, I will have the parties do it just to prevent any rejection. Whether it's a response was filed or not, I'm generally having both spouses notarized. Like I said, it's not a big deal. $15 to get it notarized through our e-signature platform. It's also $15 if you do it together, or $25 if you do it separately.